In the forests of Montauk, New York, there's a military base the government says was empty. No experiments, no victims, no secrets. That's the official story. The buildings still stand. The radar tower still watches the ocean. The bunkers are still sealed. But empty places don't need fences. Witnesses say something happened underground. Not soldiers, not volunteers. Children. Children who were brought below and didn't come back the same. Minds were pushed, memories fractured. Fear was treated like data. And whatever they were trying to control didn't stay controlled. What if the story you thought was fiction was a warning? Tonight, we're not asking what they say happened. We're asking what went wrong at Camp Hero. Every story like this has a beginning. Ours begins with a book. In 1992, a man named Preston B. Nichols published The Montauk Project, Experiments in Time. He didn't sell it as fiction. He called it memory, recovered memory. Nichols claimed the story wasn't invented, it was remembered. According to him, beneath Camp Hero, the US government ran experiments so extreme, they erased them from history itself. Not weapons testing, not radar research, but experiments on the human mind. Nichols described long underground corridors, locked rooms, machines humming day and night. He claimed children were brought there, runaways, orphans, kids without records, kids no one would miss. The experiments escalated. Psychological conditioning, mind control, psychic amplification, and then something worse, a doorway. At first, the story sounds impossible, too cinematic, too perfect, until something uncomfortable emerges. Parts of it were real. During the Cold War, the US government conducted secret mind control experiments using drugs, hypnosis, electroshock, sensory deprivation. When Congress investigated years later, most of the records were already destroyed. So when Nichols claimed Montauk was the next phase, people didn't laugh. They listened. Because if it happened once, how many times did it happen again? Then others began to come forward. Nichols later claimed he was one of the subjects. Another man, Al Bielek, went further. He said Montauk wasn't about control. It was about time. Both men described the same machine, the Montauk chair. A metal chair wired into massive underground systems. Sit in it, they said, and your thoughts were amplified, projected outward, made real. One witness claimed imagination alone could create physical objects. Another claimed it tore cracks in reality itself. What disturbed listeners wasn't excitement, it was exhaustion, like men who never truly left the room. In 2015, a documentary interviewed people who claimed they were there. One statement stood apart. Forget the alien stuff. I think kids were experimented on. That part, I believe. That's where the story stops sounding fictional. Because history confirms one thing. When governments experiment on children, it never ends cleanly. Then comes the part no one likes to admit. The creators of Stranger Things have openly said Montauk inspired the show. Early drafts were set in Montauk itself. The original title was Montauk. A secret lab, psychic children, a doorway to somewhere else. On screen, it became Hawkins' lab. In real life, it may have been Camp Hero. Today, Montauk is quiet, Families walk the trails. Tourists photograph the tower. But locals will tell you, the woods feel watched at night. Too still, too aware. And the question refuses to fade. If even part of the Montauk Project was real, if something was opened, was it ever truly closed? And if you discovered a doorway to another world, would you destroy it? Or would you step through?